Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
Who is that?
That's Belloc.
What's up, Blocky boy?
Sorry, who?
Blocky boy.
Bellocky boy?
Blocky boy.
Okay. What's up?
Driving home. Gonna fucking kill myself when I get there.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm debating. I'm gonna see if I can drink enough alcohol tonight to finish the job.
I support drinking of alcohol, but I don't support the death part.
Nonsense. No, I was playing Rocket League the other day, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Every time I score, I'm gonna pour a shot and drink it. I regretted it after the first game.
Sounds like I'm playing on the wrong team.
Why?
Because most of the time when I try to play, I end up getting mad at everyone else, which is probably what all poor losers do, right?
What's your rank?
Oh, I don't play. I haven't played rank yet. I try. Sorry?
How often do you play?
To be honest, not often, because most of the friends that I usually play with in my community don't really play Rocket League, so and I have a problem with playing with random people.
Oh, yeah. So you queue what? 3 randoms or twos randoms?
I usually play with the in the 3s when I do get up the nerve to play. But
if you're looking for somebody to play with that'll get equally as mad at you if you start getting mad at me for losing, we can play together.
That sounds like a plan. We'll get mad together.
Because if somebody starts getting mad at me and tells me I'm a fucking idiot, I'll just tell them exactly everything they've done wrong in the last 2 games. And they'll be like, well...
Makes sense.
Well, you.
Yeah, no. To be completely honest, I would not even try to consider myself as a good player. So I do the best that I can.
I play with a bunch of fucking morons. And my buddies think that they're really, really good at the game, and I have a couple friends that really actually are good at the game, and a couple friends that are just like so trash that they got good because of the tenacity and grit of playing. And when they play, they forget that I'm actually a very technical player, and I'm a very mechanical player, not a technical player. So I do things, and they're like, oh, you're going to miss, you're going to fuck it up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fuck it up because you keep talking. Shut the fuck up and just let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And they watch my streams, and they're like, one of them's watched my streams when they're like, we're not playing together. And I play with my other buddy, and he's like, how the fuck are you so good when you play with him, but when you're playing with us, you're ass? I'm like, because you guys are ass. You guys don't give me room to breathe. You guys don't give me space. You don't rotate for shit. And you don't let me just stay up on the ball. You let me stay up and attacking, and I'm up and attacking the whole time. I'll be there when I need to be there in defense, and I'll fucking just keep attacking.
See, for me, I end up getting upset when my teammates are, for some reason, bringing the ball back into our area. And I'm like, no, you guys got to keep that shit out of our area. Stop doing it. Oh, see, they scored again, morons.
Sometimes I ball back so I can give myself like a second to think, and I bring it over into a fucking empty corner and like clear it out of the corner. That way I'm like, okay, I think that 40, I have 60, 70 boost total. Now let's go do something with this shit off the wall and see what we can play off. And then other times my friends are sitting in net and they're fucking sleeping on their phones or something. And I'm like, hey dickhead, pinch this with me. and they're like, what? Oh,
Alright. Okay, to whoever just joined me on my stream, thank you very much. I do apologize that nothing's happening yet. I am waiting for my palette paper to finish prepping.
Your wet paper?
Palette paper. I use a wet palette,
Oh.
which is a piece of paper on top of a wet sponge. You have to boil the paper first, otherwise it doesn't keep the paint moist. The paint dries up on you. And
Oh, so it keeps the paint like semi-wet. So if you need to, you can go back over and move it.
yeah, or it makes it
Is that
easier
like-
to mix. Makes it, you know, because doing miniatures like I do, you're not using a whole lot of paint, so the paint doesn't keep itself wet. So I use a wet palette so that it stays workable.
So your palette's that little like thing that like Bob Ross when he paints, it's that thing he puts on his hand and picks with and stuff. That's palette, right?
Yeah.
And your wet palette's just like 3 drops. Totally wet.
Having a hard time hearing you this time, Boygon.
So a wet palette means like it's just like, since you're doing miniatures, you said you don't use a whole lot of paint. So
Yeah.
it's just like 1 or 2 pieces of 1 or 2 droplets of paint.
Pretty much.
That you just keep wet for the whole time.
Yep.
They're not completely retarded.
It's always a good
Almost.
thing.
Oh my god, I forgot what day it is. That would explain why there's 19,000 fucking people right now driving around. And everybody and their brother is walking around.
Yeah. So my wet palette is basically a rectangular like Tupperware dish, except it's professionally made for this, and then a sponge that I get nice and wet, and then the paper that I put on top of that, and the sponge just keeps seeping water through the paper to keep the paint wet. But my paper from yesterday was a little too used up, so I needed to refresh it. Forgot about it before I was going to start my stream, and now we're waiting for my timer to go off.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yep.
Been there, done that. I don't know what should I stream tonight? Something spooky or just wow?
That's right. It is Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's like half a fucking billion people right now. Of course, you got the Optimus Clown, and the Hazmat guy, and all that other type of shit.
Well, shit. That's the case.
And of course, yet again, no fucking parking because people think that if they're gonna go trick or treating up in the neighborhood, they can just park in the fucking apartment complex.
Yeah.
I'm actually really lucky that there are there's rain and it's cold, so people are not dressed up and doing anything crazy here.
Yeah, that's not stopping anybody up here.
Well, here's an idea. Since today is Halloween, even though I really need to get my cousin's models done, maybe I should paint one of my dudes to have a pumpkin head. They're called Dread Rots.
Seems like an interesting start.
Hopefully my headset doesn't lose connection while I'm down here in the basement getting those guys.
Would it?
It shouldn't, but hopefully it doesn't. You know, because several walls and stuff in between me and the computer.
That's how that happened.
Going back upstairs now. You know what? I'm not gonna wait for it. I'm just gonna take the paper now. Might not perform as well as it should, but I don't think it's fair to ask my peoples to wait.
Alright, I'll let you guys know. I'll be on in like 10 minutes.
Okay. Now that I am all out of breath from walking up and down the stairs because I'm a big guy. Hopefully. Are my other Dread Rots primed? They're not primed. Shoot. I have any other Halloween themed dudes? Okay. I think that guy will work. Let's dry that off now. We don't want the paper to be too wet. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Let's see here. Actually get... Where is my... There it is. Double-sided tape here.
Oh, bugger.
Hey, it might be a little... I guess you can see that pretty well. We have this guy, he's called a Dread Rot. And, he used to be a farmer. Got killed at some point. And then came back from the dead with a pumpkin head. Carries a bag full of the pieces of people he's killed. It's an amazing Halloween themed type character from War Machine and Hordes. We're going to try painting him. And I'm going to cheat priming him because it would take an hour for my primer to usually dry. So we're going to use some lacquer, some spray lacquer from Tester's Dull Coat. See if we can't cheat and get this guy painted up a little faster. Use my airbrush to air dry this guy.
Hey, what's up, Lando?
I'm painting a pumpkin-headed dude for Halloween.
Pumpkin-headed dude.
Yep, pumpkin-headed mini for Halloween.
I'm disappointing myself.
And how are you disappointing yourself?
Because I just did 21 problems that I thought were part of my homework, and only about 10 of them were.
Shame on you, doing more work than needed.
Well, the problem is that this is also like a section that I thoroughly understand and haven't had any problems with.
Okay.
So it's not the section I need to be practicing. I mean, the good news is it only took me like 20 minutes, but that was annoying to figure out.
Where is my battle? No, I don't know where it is. Come on now. Okay, since I don't know where that is, I'll put that over my keyboard so I can just spray. I'm gonna give it a couple of, a few coats with the Tester's Dull Coat. Air drying it after each one.
That's good, I think. Medical supplies.
Actually, let me change up my stream title real quick, because I'm not working on the Winter Guard Rifleman unit.
And celebrates with dope, man.
Yep.
I know how. That's good. I was playing Doom earlier for about 2 hours, and I changed back over to 7 Days to Die.
Okay, that'll be the last coat of that. Oh wow, got a bunch of people joining me now. Thank you guys. This is the last coat of dull coat that I'm putting on this as a cheap primer. Hopefully that won't bite me in the butt. I'm using my airbrush to dry the paints. With a clear coat, rather. Still looking a little wet and shiny. I have to wonder if that's my, looking at my OBS and seeing one of my things move here. Okay, good. Thought it was my webcam mic picking up the airbrush. Was not. Almost dry on the last coat here. Okay. Alright, now what do I want to start off with? I'm going to start off with some Indian Shadow. I need to find my airbrush thinner. There it is. A couple of drops in there. Set up. Might be okay, but I'm gonna add another drop.
Oh, crap. I forgot something. Alright. Where's it at? Wow, that's quite a bit of stuff I got there. Medical. Oh, that's pretty. Coffee seeds. Hand grenades.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
What is up?
I guess it's all, yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you up to, boy gun?
About to kill myself with alcohol.
That's not good. You need to share.
Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that, buddy. I need a mailing address, a social security number, and a Visa card number.
What, my information?
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get my card information unless you're going to pay the back dude that's on it. Also, you have to put money on it for it to work too.
Get this cleaned out real quick.
Sorry, I missed all of that. I cut out.
I said, well, unfortunately, I can't give you my credit card information because it's overdrawn and you're going to pay the back due on it.
Yeah, I know how that feels. All my homies are out doing trick-or-treating stuff. I didn't get off until like an hour and a half ago. And it took forever to get home.
That sucks.
It does suck, dude. You know, fucking, I wanted to go trick-or-treat with the kids. And I didn't get off in time to go trick-or-treating. Legitimately pissed off. What the fuck?
How the hell do I get out of this store? Alright.
Why is everything over here right now?
Oh my fucking. Oh!
I'm okay that it moved over there. So you move that screen more often. I can use that screen for everything anyway. What do I need?
Piece of shit boars.
No, dude, I'm gonna fucking break my wife's hands. Every time my kids touch my computer, instead of me slapping the kids' fingers, I'm just gonna slap my wife's. Because this is really starting to get fucking annoying.
Wow, what happened now?
So, fucking.
Man, couldn't that...
I don't know how to explain it. So you know how your clock and your internet and stuff, like how it's in the bottom right, how your audio troubleshooting's in the bottom right, typically your taskbar?
Yeah.
Well, it's typically on your main display.
Hey,
Well,
OG Burnout, thank you very much for the host.
Currently, it is on my secondary display. I mean, I'm okay with it, but, like, this shit's starting to get fucking old, where I have to constantly be checking. No, that's not right. That needs to be. That does need to be over here, dude. That's gonna fucking piss me off.
I mean,
Got it.
There's a way you could do this. Just lock your taskbar.
No, I do lock my taskbars.
Sounds like you need a new password.
It's not. I don't even have a password on my computer.
That's a problem.
No, it's not. It's my wife needs to get on my computer, and she doesn't need to know the fucking password to my computer, or she doesn't need a password when she gets on. Because let's put it this way: every time she goes to log into Facebook, we go through the 35-minute reset process of resetting her password, and her password is always the same thing: my daughter's name plus my daughter's birthday. And she's like, it's not working. And I come over and I do it. And by the time I get there, she's already tried it too many times for me to be able to do it for her. And then she yells at me because I didn't get it right for her before she locked herself out of her Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my fault, but she's just... she's a monk. Love her to death. I beat her with a baseball bat. If spousal abuse wasn't illegal, I would probably spousally abuse my wife.
Okay then.
She...
Yeah, I think that's enough for that. I think that particular person was the same reason why I left that voice chat the last time that I left that voice chat. I have too many things that have happened in my past to listen to people admitting that they would physically abuse someone that they supposedly love. So I do apologize if anyone was offended by that tirade that he was going through. Please be assured that I do not share his opinions. I think I'm done with the airbrush for now. Turn that off. Gonna remove that because I don't need that protection anymore. Here. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to get into the tight spaces first. Get those all nice and looking nice, and then we can start taking care of the rest of the model. As long as I'm not throwing it around everywhere. What do I want to start off with? I was using Redier Gray. I was using this for the jeans. Let's take a look at the stash that I haven't been into for a while because I haven't needed these colors. Let's see what else I have here. Something I can use for highlights. That's probably a good color. Set that aside. I have Grey Digger Denim from Formula P3. I mean, it's close to the same, but it's a little bit lighter, so we'll set that aside. I have Signar Blue and Signar Highlight. Their matching colors are at the top there. I'm gonna go ahead and set them aside too. See, what else do I have? Anything else? If I really wanted to go crazy, I could go with Arcane Blue. But I think that's going to be for edge highlights more than anything else. And did I just... Bet you I did. I sure did. I put my airbrush thinner's cap on the gray that I was using. That's funny. Okay, so shake that up. We can see what the color looks like there, and it's almost like the same color tone, but lighter, so I think I'm gonna like that. Throw some of that down on my wet palette. Close that up so it doesn't dry out on me. And then shake up the Innsmouth Blue. Put a couple of drops of that on there. That wasn't shaken up quite enough. Actually a different hue, and it's a little bit darker than the P3 Grave Digger Denim. So I might use it, but if I do use it, it's going to be a glaze. What I'm going to do right now is put my mixing brush aside. I'm just going to get an idea of what the difference here is in hue. looking at it, it looks like the guy's wearing chaps. This is entirely feasible. He very well could be. Chaps are usually leather. So get in here with the Gravedigger denim and do the coverall straps. Get in here on the trim. And let's zoom in on that a little bit. Gonna have to be very cautious about where I position the model as I'm painting. So I hope you guys don't mind yelling at me if I take it away.
When people joke, you can tell it's a joke.
Hey, welcome
but
back,
when it's,
Philip.
Thanks.
But when it's like abusive stuff, or like there are certain things that I really don't allow on my streams, like abusive stuff, political, and just offensive stuff in general. That's like the three main things.
Yep. That's exactly why I left. I was in the middle of streaming.
And if it's already said, I can't help it because it's just. But people should know. But people should know, regardless, right? That you have people in voice chat that stream. Right. All you do is take a look on the right hand side of the Discord. Scroll down. Right. Or even if yourself that you're streaming, you should know what you're allowed to say and not say during streaming.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right, because anybody can come up here and say like some words that can't be mentioned, and it's already said, you can't help it, and then boom, your stream is banned or got a strike on. You know?
Yep.
Somebody requested a song in Friend's stream that said the N-word multiple times.
Yeah, that's...
And evidently it's not the first time they've done that. And every time he's getting to the point where he's going to have to ban this person because they won't listen.
If I had anybody that requested a song that had the N-word in mind, I'd just like say, look, you're on a 1-week ban. You're not like allowed to request any songs.
Yep.
The only thing you're allowed to do is the fucking lurk. Because even if it's the song, right, it's still being said on stream.
Yep.
Sounds like that came into a fun conversation.
I mean, you can technically have people. I think it was like just one streamer. He was like a low-key streamer, maybe like only 30 people like watch him, and he had somebody do that to him. Right. So he filed a complaint with Twitch. Twitch looked into his log record. Right, for what he types and everything else like that. He found that he requested like songs like that over like 40, 50 times, and they completely banned his IP address.
I mean, that's not going to stop a dedicated troll. No.
That's still insane.
Yeah, I mean, if people don't like go out and do something about it, then what's Twitch going to do about it? They can't do anything unless people report other people like that.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Howdy,
evening
howdy.
to you.
But I think there are ways to this requires a lot and lots of people work, but you can ban songs that have those words in them.
If you know the specific like titles, things like that of troll songs, things like that, or if the title itself is the name of it, I know at least with Hoo-Ha you can ban like keyword. So if you can find a unique identifier to that song, you can ban it so that that can't be requested. Now, of course, this is either you have to do a lot of research ahead of time, or a trial by fire. If the first time it happens, then you remove it. But
Yeah, like I said, it requires a lot of footwork to do that. So
And now I'm back down to 1 viewer. That makes me sad. But I thank
I'm
the
so
1 viewer
sorry.
for.
I mean, was it because of what he said, or
I don't
that's
know.
just in general?
I don't know. My friend my friend and clan member Burnout brought in a raid or hosted me for like 5 people, and they all slowly left one by one on their own. So I think
Honestly, you should have your viewer account disabled. Or try to hide it.
probably should.
to put emphasis on that, if you try to stream not knowing or caring the amount of people you have in there, you can be more natural. Because while you can have a uplift whenever you have people hop in, if you
It's
start
depressing.
that number as it drops down, you have that same effect the other way. Now, I keep mine enabled because I don't have that effect. It's not that I've noticed. But what you can always do if you want to see what's working and what's not is at the end of your stream, look to see when you have a lot of views, and then you go to the Twitch bot and then go, okay, well, what was I saying? Was I doing it this time? They kept these people. Oh, this was the time for the raid. I was doing this at this time. You can kind of focus more on that. But if you're actively watching it while you're streaming, you have that issue of you can lose a lot of your attention. So if you disable, you still get the real benefit of if you get raided, if you see that more people come in, so it kind of perks you back up.
Mhm.
And of course, if you start getting a lot of people chatting, it'll perk you back up. But you don't know whether you have 1 lurker, 5 lurkers, 10 lurkers, and you're just doing what you do, whatever brings the viewers. That's definitely my opinion of it. It's a lot easier to look back and see if it's what works and what doesn't, rather than have it affect you while you're streaming.
Yeah,
Right.
makes
Because
sense.
I mean, the way I see it is, pretty much like that. If you're looking, constantly looking at your viewer count, your viewers are actually going to know, I guess, by your body language that you're slightly distracted from, what you're trying to stream.
Yup.
It also adds a lot more emphasis to either like planning out something you're doing or being a little bit more natural about it. You're not waiting for viewers to talk about certain things. You're just chatting, and you're always finding something to bring up or just having some kind of songs playing in the background or whatever. It can be a lot more natural.
Natural conversation is something I have a hard time doing anyway. But that's just because of my personality type.
Oh yeah,
Normally,
I'm really glad to be streaming games rather than creating game when I don't have a subject in my mind. But I'm not great at like just telling stories constantly about myself.
Well, another great thing that you can do that I've learned is, even if you're doing like creative or something like that, you can, I guess, kind of explain what you're doing.
Well, and I try to do that.
That's
Don't always
pretty
succeed.
much all I managed to do is explain, well, this is what I'm doing in the game right now. This is my mindset. This is what I'm thinking.
I think the best thing that's for me is this is kind of a this is definitely a tactic for when you're trying to learn to be better at improv. Treating it like a rabbit hole. So start with something, whatever it is, and then just like you're reading Wikipedia article, pick one thing and you kind of expand upon it. So, for example, I know that one about a month ago, I started talking on a stream, and I started by talking about traffic lights, and then I kind of picked the way that traffic lights interact with each other, and then I started talking about how smart cars add to that, and then I started talking about smart cars, and then I started talking about how technology has changed driving, and then I talked about how technology adds to driving, and then I started talking about the behaviors of drivers. Now, granted, that all helps that I actually am a professional driver and have looked into that extensively, but even if you just have things you can talk about, because I ended up I look back at that stream and I ended up having like 1 or 2 viewers at the beginning of it, and by the end of that tangent I had like 5 or 6, because it turned out during that tangent a couple people probably left, but I had quite a few people like step in and chat for the first time that I'd ever seen them, and just engage with the conversation I was doing. It's not easy. I haven't gotten much better at it, but I do try.
Gotcha.
So, Stormy,
Wait, what?
you want those pictures of the engine?
Oh God. Sure.
I'm
Sure.
gonna get them emailed to me tomorrow. I'll send them to you. The way the mechanic explained it and the way my mother explained it, they're two totally different explanations of it. And I'm like,
I kind of like to see where that hole is.
I'd love to see where that hole is too. Because the way they're explaining it is it's in the well in between 2 pistons. And the way my that's the way my mother is explaining it. The way they're explaining it is that it is in the top of the block.
Huh.
So I'm wondering if it's in the top of the block, but either way, it's covered under warranty, and I don't care. And they're like, if you need a rental car, let us know. We'll get you a rental car. I was like, I might just have to take you up on that offer because I have drill this weekend, and I don't have a way there. Not that I want to go this weekend, but my buddy's getting back from the Marines Saturday.
Okay, well, since I realized that this dude's wearing chaps, we will go ahead and paint some chaps black.
Some black chaps. Are they
Black
assless?
chaps.
Assless.
Yes, they are assless black chaps.
Oh.
No, that really chaps my ass. That was a stretch.
Jesus, would you stop?
That was flex, to be completely honest.
Winner of tonight's Bad Jokes Awards goes to...
Boygon! I have a lot of bad jokes.
You seem very proud of that.
I'm very, very proud. Dude, I'm a dad. So if I get some bad jokes here and there that I can like say are dad jokes, all the better for me.
Oh, I mean, I am too, but still, I mean, there's limits on how bad you can make them.
What do you diagnose a chameleon with who can't change colors?
Jesus.
Do you know?
All right. Oh, so about chameleons, do you know the reason why chameleons change colors?
Survivability.
Nope. They want to get noticed.
What?
That
Yep.
that
Yep.
sounds
The-
that sounds like perfect logic. I want to get noticed. So I'm going to change colors to blend in with what's behind me.
No. Okay.
No,
So
they change colors to be the opposite.
no. See, what it is for chameleons. Everybody thinks that chameleons change colors to survive in whatever environment that they're in.
Yeah.
It's actually that's not the case.
It's probably for a mate.
It's to change colors to get noticed for a mate.
Yep.
Just like how you have peacocks that fluff their feathers so they can get noticed by
Fluff
their
their
mate.
feathers? Cole, I think you're underestimating the word fluff there, bud.
Spread their feathers, fluff their feathers. What? Same difference.
Ruffle their jimmies.
Get their panties in a knot. That's for damn sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want, you can actually look it up on why chameleons change colors, and it's to get noticed. It's to get noticed, not to survive in the wild.
Well, it's a fucking double-edged sword. They get noticed by their mates, and then they survive an attack. Buddy, I did a lot of work for that one.
Crickets chirping in the background.
So, anyways, back to my joke of stupidity.
I mean, I played as the world's smallest violin, but I'm sorry you can't hear it.
Let's go out there. Anyways, back to the bad joke.
Oh, you got more of them?
Which one?
I'm back to the
Which
chameleon
badge?
joke. Back to the chameleon joke, unless you guys have already heard it. So what do you diagnose a chameleon with who can't change colors? Nobody?
I don't know.
A reptile dysfunction. Hey.
Okay.
Go home. You're drunk.
I'm already home, and yes, I'm half drunk. I can tell. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No.
The food was great. The atmosphere was just horrible.
I love dad jokes.
Do you now?
Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. Right there.
So, my character in 7 Days to Die, I live in a barn.
You live in a barn?
Yes. Not my real life body, but my character in the game lives in a barn.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that.
Okay.
Fuck that all.
Was there a reason why this was brought up?
I was like, what? How is this candid exactly?
It's also a bad joke, just like your chameleon.
What was you raised in a barn? I've actually been told that my whole life.
My mom always asked if I was born in a barn, and I said no. I was born on the second floor of a naval hospital. And she then tells me to shut up. I'm a smartass.
I was just about to ask, is that supposed to be worse?
Every time somebody calls me a smartass, I tell them no.
Better
I'm
than
just
being down with dumbass.
You know, I
tell
think-
them no, I tell them no. I'm just ass smart.
You know, a couple of my friends told me that I'm backwards at the moment because when I had a job, right, I was paying all my bills, but I kind of lived in a shed. I don't have a job. I don't have any bills except for food, and I have my own house.
Sounds about right.
I'm like, my friends were like, how the fuck does that work?
Welcome to capitalism and welfare.
I'm not
Just-
The only bills I have every month is just food. That's it. Nothing else.
Only bills I have is, well, utilities. And hell, that's only, I spend about $150 a month on bills.
That's it. $150 on utilities.
Yeah.
Well, on car insurance and stuff, but
I don't pay much for car insurance.
probably not.
Man, I wish I lived back in Virginia. Car insurance is fucking cheap down there.
I don't know about Virginia. I know here in West Virginia it's cheap.
Yeah, Virginia, I can get full coverage on my car, which is a 98 two-door Cavalier with roller's assistance for like $60.
That's about what I pay for my Mustang.
All right. In Delaware, which is where I'm currently living now, for the same thing, but only for liability with roadside assistance, is $150.
That's about right. Yeah.
I'm like, really? And that was just from one place.
What?
That was even,
That was a bullshit goal.
the other insurance companies I was looking at wanted me to pay $250 a month. I'm like, damn, that's literally like a quarter of my paycheck.
I don't know why you guys are bitching. My car payment's $385 a month. My insurance bill is $384.96 a month. I mean,
To be fair, most of my vehicles are not insured.
neither are mine.
I have some vehicles that insurance companies around here will not insure. They will not insure my military dues.
No, well, you gotta get Geico to insure them all, dude.
Well,
Reduce
it
the math.
depends on what insurance, or what kind of coverage you want with it. There are some companies that won't insure older vehicles only because they don't want that on their policy.
This insurance company that I have, they put full coverage on my 32 Model A.
What?
But they will not put coverage on my. I want to say it's like a early 50s Deuce and a half.
Is there a reason why they wouldn't do that?
Yeah, it's a
Like,
military vehicle.
Well, I don't see it as a military vehicle. I see it as a really big. I see it as a really big truck.
Stormy, it is 5 tons.
I see it
But
as a really big truck.
if you bought it at an auction for consumer use, and you have paper saying that it's for consumer use, it's not military anymore, like they did with the Humvees.
No, it's not the fact that it's not even that it's not demilitarized. That's not what he's driving at. they're not going to insure it because it's a 5-ton fucking truck. It is a semi-truck.
Insurance company insures semi trucks.
Son, I'm not having this conversation.
Well, okay, maybe they don't want to pay the other people that hit you that completely destroy their vehicle with just a tap.
Dude, there's nothing left.
Okay. To be fair, if somebody pulls out in front of me or something,
There's nothing left of them.
but there's not going to be a bit of damage to that dude.
No,
It's going to go over top of them.
unless you hit my truck, and then we might have a fucking.
I will crush your truck down and go over top of it.
Like, I only had I only had 3 vehicles in my life. My first one was an 87 Bronco 2 Eddie Bauer.
Life is old here.
Shut the fuck up, Wendy.
I was waiting for someone to notice I was singing it.
I know you would.
Right. My second vehicle was
Sorry,
like
Shit-Apple.
it was like was a 95 Saturn, which my chain broke on it, and I got rid of it. And my current, my 95 Saturn didn't have a belt; it actually had a chain.
Okay.
Timing chain, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about that. I own 28 vehicles.
Hey, can I have one? Can we do a payment plan, Stormy?
And my third vehicle, which I currently have now, which has to get a new battery in it, which is my 98 two-door Cavalier.
Stormy, can we do like a payment plan on one of your better running cars? Because my car sucks. Like it sends the fumes into my interior because I haven't changed the catalytic converter.
Oh, you need to go ahead and just take that thing off.
I don't know how. And I can't. You can't ask a mechanic. Well, like a shop to do it.
Here's what you do.
Grab a wrench and poof.
You just unbolt it, pop it off, take you a steel pipe that fits down through there, and you ram it through it. Then you bolt it back up on there. That way, if the cops check, they look under it, they see, oh, it still has it on there, but it doesn't do a thing because you knocked everything out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly in Delaware.
Fuck yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Fuck yeah.
You would. In Delaware? No, it wouldn't.
I don't know
Wait,
shy
so-
about.
Wait, why do I need the pipe though? If I'm just gonna put the catalytic converter back on, but just take all the important prints out.
You use the steel pipe to knock the insides out of the catalytic converter.
Oh,
So that when you put it back up on there, it looks like it's still a functioning catalytic converter, but it's not. You got straight pipes, or close to it, besides your muffler.
Okay,
Well,
hey Stormy, you want to come and do this for me? I don't know how. I don't
Hey,
even know
he's
where
gonna
it
be-
is on the car.
He's gonna be up near you, so
I know, that's what I said. I'll bring my car out to you.
When I go to Kentucky, I'm going to be pulling a 32-foot long fifth wheel trailer.
you said 24-foot long fifth wheel
Yeah.
trailer.
No,
right?
I did not.
That's your problem, not mine, Stormy. Get over here. Cross the bridge.
I am not going through fucking Louisville with that trailer.
You don't have to, and it's
I'm
not.
not
Louisville.
going to fucking Louisville with that lol.
Hey Stormy.
Lol. 15
Stormy.
minutes, 70 to 80 bucks. I don't know, cars and trucks, more than likely with my 32-foot trailer. Okay.
Hey, boy, shh. Stormy. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
Lowville.
Louisville.
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 Lowville.
It will beat you.
Louisville.
It's
I will
actually
beat you up.
it's actually Louisville, Kentucky.
No, it's not. That's not how you pronounce it, you fucking plebs.
Okay, fine. It's Louisville, Kentucky. Because
No, it's It's Louisville. Anyways,
So does
I don't know why that I found
hey
this
Stormy, you don't have to go through Louisville. You can like go around it, you know.
So, question:
And,
Are
and you're,
KFCs?
and you're going to pay for my gas to do that.
No. Go to
I didn't
Monkport though.
think
There's a bridge. There's a bridge
So-
over there, I think.
So are KFCs not called KFCs in Kentucky, but just FCs?
No, they're called KFC, you dipshit.
But then that's redundant. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No,
Look,
'cause
in Kentucky,
who says the state's name beforehand? Like I don't go, oh, Indiana
Fan,
McDonald's.
not fan AF. Fan.
I'll be right back.
I think he has to go calm down.
I'm still here.
Oh shit.
I will fucking kill you.
Bring it on.
Get here.
Streaming
Come
here.
Oh wait, who's streaming?
Belloc.
Hey Bella, that's your own damn fault. Let's watch. Let me see if I can't steal in your followers for my sexy voice. Hey all you people. Hey all you people. Come watch my stream instead. Dun dun dun
I'm
dun.
a player. I'm 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 a player. Oh, I'm a player.
Dun dun dun.
I'm a player.
Come watch my stream instead.
Boss, always begging for change.
Okay,
I
stop.
don't like how they gotta work, and they just get around and get paid.
Damn. Do you guys hear something?
Yeah, I did.
I don't. I did. Yeah, same.
Is that called a banshee?
Yeah, I heard it too, but then it stopped. I don't know why.
I'm on my life. There's always up my ass. Brand new things, but I don't have the cash. All of my rich friends, I hate everyone until the bitter end. Nothing turns out right, no end in sight. I fucking hate my life. Bitches is what you gotta do.
I have to apologize for that again. I don't mind it when people sings, but almost felt like someone was trying to be obnoxious on purpose, just because I was streaming. Or am streaming. Just trying to get some base color down on the pumpkin head now. Since I want to try to get this guy done throughout the entire, get him done in this one stream. And, it's almost a speed paint, I guess, but not really, because, it's going to take a couple of hours. I've already been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. The paint that I'm using is specifically formulated for, or at least it seems like it's specifically formulated for glazing, so it's pretty transparent on its own. It takes a couple of coats to brighten things up a bit. We'll let that layer dry. And let's say we add some peanut butter color to the bag he's holding. This is going to be dry brushed. Actually, you know what? Before, guys, I just started on that, but before I actually do that, it might be a better idea to wash it first. Or use a wash on it first. Grab a little Agrax Earthshade. Apply that pretty liberally. Let it set and fall into the to the recesses as much as possible. Let that dry. Washes take a while to dry, so this one we actually have to wait for. And hello to the people who just joined. Looks like we have Wendy Desetter to come in and Pakavi. Wendy's is determined to steal followers from my channel, so be warned, he's probably gonna mess with us a little bit here. If he doesn't, I'll be disappointed. Let's get some of the orange on here now. Kavi, are you lurking right now, or are you actually in chat tonight? Either one's fine. I just happened to notice you came in.
Huckabee said, "What's up?"
Not much, man. How about yourself? You all done trick-or-treating? Oh, crap, that reminds me. I'm like, completely random. Random reminds me, but I wanted to switch up the music tonight. Let's see here. Still want it to be 2 Days Gone, or not 2 Days Gone, but 2 Steps from Hell. But I wanted the Halloween stuff. Because tonight's Halloween, so yeah. Oh. Let's get this stuff a little almost dry. Still a little shiny there. Okay, now I want my... not flesh shade. Well, yeah, we can do flesh shade real quick. That's fine.
Prince of Dark Shadow said, "I'm here too. Jade just lurking without sound."
Hey, Prince. So you have the sound completely muted or just turned down, or do you have the tab muted? I've always been interested to find out how that actually works. So but I definitely thank you for coming in today. This is a quick and dirty, at least quick for me, and dirty paint job on a Dread Rot from War Machine and Hordes. I figured it was a perfect model for a Halloween-themed paint job tonight, since he has the pumpkin head and all. Why am I not seeing my sepia? Or sepia, however you want to pronounce that. Where is it? Where'd it go? Ran off somewhere. I have my green shade. I have my non-oil. I have my Dreckenhoff Nightshade. Where is my sepia? Is it in my thing down here? That is Sterling Mud. That is Abaddon Black. Typhus Corrosion, which I might need a little bit. Nurgle's Rot. Well. My light brown wash seems to have flown the coop. Taking another look here. Ah, there it is. There it is. Seraphim Sepia. 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 Whatever. Whatevs. We'll use this out of the way so I don't tip it over. What's this on the pumpkin head? It does look pretty dark in there, doesn't he? It is a dark scheme. Very dark color choices. Grab a crap brush real quick. Some Typhus Corrosion. Typhus Corrosion on the boots here and his legs. I mean, he is supposed to be dead, right? So I might as well make him a little dirty. Cleaning the brush real quick. A little more detail there. That helps, I think. Granted, it does kind of lose the black color, but it does help a little. That is just too dark. And the sepia is not quite dry yet. It's okay. A little more color onto this bag that he has on his around his neck here. Yeah, it's not dry enough yet. It kind of stinks. Alright, so we'll move on to something else on the model. That's fine. Let's go with some nature colors, right? Ninja Galaxy Storm, thanks for joining the channel. Come on. Stuff's just not mixing well. There you go, that's better. Why are you not? Okay, never mind. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to highlight the. I had it outside of my camera view, didn't I? Sorry about that. Highlighting the plant part of the pumpkin, the leaves and the vine. Just trying to pluck some of the detail out of it, but it stands out a little bit more. Now, one thing I did not do on this model before I started painting it was I didn't clean up any of the mold lines. But that's also because it was like a last minute decision that I was going to be doing this tonight instead of my Kador models or my cousin's Kador models. So and I think one little final pass with some really bright green. They call it autumn green, but it's really bright. We shall see what happens when I use it. See if we can't tone that down just a little bit. Add a couple of blend spots here or there. Enough. Something just a little bit halfway in between. Because, you know, all that green can't be brand new. Mix up some glaze chestnut color. Mix up a glaze of chestnut color, that is. Try to rot this area. Not enough. Kind of deaden some of this right next to the pumpkin. I just put that. There it is. Now for one of those things that's like stupidly annoying. This is not white. It's a gray. Still in the picture. Okay. moved it over here. There it is. It's not every day that I use inks, so this might actually get completely foobarred, but we will see. Let's use a smaller brush for this. So using inks kind of scares me. I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. That's it. Inks are kind of like a wash, but they're just really, really, really bright. And they're very liquidy, right? So I'm afraid of them running. Okay. I'm gonna mop up some of that. Try to spread it around inside the crevices there. That and they absorb into my wet palette really fast.
Windy, I guess. Said Reed.
Reed! Reed! Right now, I kind of just got sidetracked here, and I'm, every once in a while I'll see a detail, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't notice that before, and so I start working on it. In this case, there's a fabric patch or something that he's wrapped around his leg with a buckle, a couple of belts or something, probably so that his leg doesn't fall off at the knee. And so I'm like, okay, well that's a detail, so let's go ahead and just kind of brighten that up with a different color, separate it from the rest a little bit. So I'll try using, that didn't work quite well. Try to use a little dry brush here to
Windy, I guess. Said, oh hey Belloc, I dropped something.
What did you
Windy, I
drop?
guess. Said, man, what did I drop? Belloc bot. Said.
What did you drop? Oh, he dropped the follow! Wendy dropped the follow on my channel. He promised to steal followers from me and then followed my channel. That's amazing. He has been converted. The Church of Belloc Saints. Something. I don't know. That fails. Kind of sounds bad. Don't follow the Church of Belloc. It's not a good thing.
Windy, I guess. Said, hey, I unfollow when you get more followers than me, though.
That works? I don't mind stuff like that. I do not demand that people follow me for life. After all, stuff could change and I could end up being unable to stream. Although it's starting to get warm in my office here and I'm like
Yes,
triple.
Mouse. Said SSCRAAIIIDDD. It's Aglitch 1. Said SSC raid SSC raid SSC raid SSC raid SSC raid SSC
Raid spam.
SSC raid SSC raid SSC raid SSC.
Sorry, you guys brought that upon yourself, didn't you?
Said.
Thank you very much for the raid, guys. I appreciate it. Yep, that's still wet.
The basic Lala. Said, whoa, raid spam. Icarus_72. Said SSC raid.
Yay, I'm being raided by the SSC. Love you guys.
The basic Lala. Said, that is so cool.
Thank you. I think I'm liking how it's turning out for what I'm trying to make it a 3-hour paint. I'm at 2 hours now.
72. Said, that's looking really good.
Thank you.
Windy, I guess. Said, I was in your stream before rating was cool. It's Aglitch 1. Said, the small streamer community. Des West Mouse. Said, this is an awesome spooky boy.
Awesome spooky boy. Yes, he is. Let's see here.
It's Aglitch 1. Said, no wait, the spooky streamer community.
The spooky streamer community. Yes, change the
West
name
Mouse.
now for the day.
Said, we can hear your bot, it's hilarious.
You know, it's kind of funny because the only thing that you'll hear is Belloc Bot said, and then you'll hear nothing else. And you'll all be wondering, what did Belloc
Windy, I
Bot say?
guess. Said, my name is Bot and I am a stupid bot.
Yes,
Said
he
something.
is.
Said, I am I robot boop beep boop. Prince of Dark Shadow. Said, oh hey, you got rated law. It's Aglitch 1. Said, this bot is the best bot.
Not really. I stink at programming bots, so I apologize. If you ever...
It's
if you-
Glitch 1, said Beep.
Beep. Beep, beep, motherfucker. No, not Brassy Brass. I don't want Brassy Brass. I don't want Bright Bronze either. Nope.
It's
No,
Glitch
thank you.
1, said Beep Beep, I'm a sheep.
Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Maybe Deathless Metal.
West Mouse, said Shoop Boop.
You guys are going to make it impossible for me to breathe on a little bit here if you keep going.
Icarus_72, said meow meow and a cow.
Ah, see now you broke away from the robot thing. Darn it.
Icarus_72, said damn I fucked that up.
Okay.
Sense I think, said hello I am iRobot from the FBI.
And I don't allow the FBI in my channel. Although I've got nothing to hide. Seriously.
Sense I think, said sense I think. Icarus_72, said people of Earth, we mean you no harm.
There you go. I like that one.
Belloc said.
What did he say? Nothing. That's exactly what he said.
1, said. Instant Tone Twitch, said SSC raid. Sense I think, said spooky scary skeleton sent shivers down my spine.
Does he? I like this model. I like this sculpt. Although the plastic or the resin that they used when they molded it is really flimsy. I mean, really flimsy. There are a couple of different poses and weapons that they've included in it, and to show you how flimsy they can be, here's one with the pitchforks. And
it's Glitch 1, said Instant. How long have you been streaming for Ticket Partner?
I haven't gotten partner yet. I haven't even gotten affiliate yet. Although you guys are helping me to reach it. Holy shit, 11 view. Thank you guys, 11 viewers. I think that's a new record for me. But yeah, really flimsy stuff.
Said don't think it's appropriate to talk about that here glitch. It's Glitch 1, said oof. It's Glitch 1, said okay.
Alright, where was I? Let's...
It's Glitch 1, said but can you DM me and help a fellow out?
Who are you asking to DM you?
Said you're an affiliate to our hearts.
Well, thank you. That's all that matters, right?
Said Glitch 1, said Instant Tone Twitch, said Belloc said Instant Tone Twitch, said I'm a sexy robot and I like to fly through the air to snipe my enemies.
Nice. Flying through the air to snipe your enemies is awesome. It's got to be fun. I've seen some snipers in Fortnite that, like, they'll sit there, they'll be jumping around and get one-shot kills on dudes with sniper weapons. It's insane. There's no way in hell I could ever do that.
Sense I think, said please touch MY on my robot parts, oh baby.
Sorry, I don't touch robots that way.
Instant tone twitch. Said at its glitch one nice emote. It's glitch one. Said law. It's glitch one. Said we have the same sub emote.
Is that a sub emote? Cool. Let's see here. This one. That on there. Where are you guys going after this? Oh, that's right. You guys multi-Twitch
It's
raids,
one.
don't you?
Said IDK yet.
You don't know yet? I've been trying to get my buddies
Yes,
to.
Mouse. Said we were thinking Mother Quinn.
You're thinking Mother Quinn? Cool. I've been trying to get my buddies on S2N and the N22 stream team to join the small streamer community, but they I don't know why, but for some reason they don't want to get involved in multiple communities. They want to do their own thing. But which I can understand to a certain point. But not like I've been bothering them about it all too often. I'll probably try again in a day or two. Let's see here. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. To give this guy just a little bit of metal on this pad here. Works. Glaze. Where did I put my glaze? There it is. And for anyone who doesn't know, that hasn't heard me talk about it before, glaze medium like thins down the amount of pigment in the paint without actually thinning down the paint medium itself. So it stays the same thickness, it just has fewer particles of pigment in it, and it helps with blends. Didn't actually thin it down very much. I wanted to go back and forth with the two different colors until I had a nice little blend there.
Belloc said.
I should probably get rid of that one. Now that I have the text-to-speech, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Now, for blood! Blood for the blood god! The first time I've seen it over the copper color here, so... I forgot to paint that one. I think I'll do that one silver. Or gunmetal gray. Whichever one it is. Wait for that to dry before I blood god that. Almost 10:30 now. 2.5 hours. Getting close to done. Thought the green was a little too lively. This paint seems to be helping out. Toning it down just a little bit. I like it. Okay. Now, there was another paint that I was looking for in here. Where is it? There it is. This also is not white. It's more of an off-white with a little bit of a green base to it, called Sickly Skin. Oh, excuse me. Alright, and I think I'm going to do one more dry brush here. Over the pumpkin head. So that's in there. Yay. Got some vines here. I can see the finish line from here. Which is good, because we're at like 2 hours and 47 minutes. The only thing that I don't like about these paints, specifically GW paints, their lids just automatically snap closed sometimes. Go over that bag one more time at the bottom there. Alright guys, I think he's done. At least I like where he is. I mean, the only other thing that I'd really have left to do would be his base. But I would wait on that personally until I've gotten all of them done, because there's 10 of these guys. Right? There's a few with pitchforks, there's a few with the sickle knives instead of the sickle swords instead of the scimitar looking thing. I know it's not a scimitar, but I don't remember what it's actually called. His murder weapons. And there's one with a scythe. He's the leader model of the unit. But I like where he's at for a 3-hour paint job. Move this stuff aside. Quick. Pull out that lid that I used to protect the paint or my keyboard earlier. And we shall give him a quick spray with the lacquer. Turn on the airbrush and give them a quick air dry. Actually, go ahead and zoom out for this. It's always the bag that seems to take the longest because, you know, it had a lot of wash on there. And the spray might be reactivating the wash, who knows? All right. That's it. He is done. I mean, still some shine there from the spray, and that's okay. I'll let that air dry. But that is a happy Halloween pumpkin dude, Dread Rot, with his sack of body parts and, you know, all the naughty adults that like to trick children on Halloween. That's what this guy's all about. Taking them down. I want to thank everyone for visiting my channel tonight on Halloween. I know you guys got better things to do, but I always appreciate the visits, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And you guys have a great spooky rest of your night, what's left of it. I'll catch you all to probably tomorrow. I haven't heard anything from my cousin about whether or not we're gonna get a game in. So if I'm not going to get a game with my cousin, then I'll probably be here streaming, but I won't know until the afternoon. So I will see you when I see you. You guys have a good night. And let's see here. Who do I want to raid? It's much easier to just go ahead and raid someone now. Who is live? see who's still with me. We will raid Sunvale, even though I don't